WIFO-FM Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, 105.5 FM. It is now time for the world-famous Butch and Bob Show, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn and Associates.
Hi, I'm Mandy Yeomans.
And I'm Raymond Brown with First Southern Bank. As your locally owned community bank, we're here to help our community grow. Our customers are why we are here. You can tell we want your business.
We offer all types of deposit products, personal and business. We have fast, efficient service, and yes, we have online banking too. I'm sure we have an account to fit your needs. Stop by or call us at 912-588-1010 and see how First Southern Bank can help you.
We're FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
When it comes to barbecue, Van's Barbecue in Jessup is the place to be. A small family-owned business located at 1876 on the Savannah Highway. Van's Barbecue has lunch and dinner specials. Stop by or call to make an order. The number to call, 427-3358. Van's Barbecue's new manager is Sarah Van. Van's Barbecue offers potato salad, coleslaw, baked beans, and don't forget their delicious mac and cheese. Also, check out their shrimp plates, the best in town. Yes, when it comes to barbecue, head to Van's Barbecue, locally owned and operated. Stop by and tell them the Big Dog sent you. Once again, the number to order, 427-3358.
Since 1946, Murphy's Builder Supply has been serving the folks of Jessup, Wayne, and surrounding counties with quality products and knowledgeable service. Matter of fact, they feel they sell service first to make sure you get exactly what you need for your home improvement projects. And with each employee at Murphy's being there for 10 years or more, you know you're talking with someone with the experience to help you with building supplies, tools, paint, and all the things you need from a full-service hardware store. The best choice in home improvement is Murphy's Builder Supply, 156 Northeast Broad Street, Jessup.
Are you looking for an insurance company that you can call and talk to a live person? Are you looking for an insurance company where you can walk in and talk to an agent? Are you looking for an insurance company that offers multiple companies so they can try and get you the best rate? If you said yes to any of these, then you need to call or come by O'Quinn and Associates Insurance Financial Services. We offer multiple companies so we can find the best fit for you. Give us a call at 385-1000 or stop by our office at 212 South Fair Street right here in Jessup.
The following is an exclusive presentation of Jessup Broadcasting, the sports leader in Southeast Georgia.
World famous. The world famous Butch and Bob Show.
World-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, 105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio. And, Bob, we've got a couple of special guests on this morning, and who do we have?
We got Chris Carr about to call in, Attorney General. Before we get to that, I got some housekeeping for Van's Barbecue. Van's Barbecue selling hams and turkeys for Thanksgiving. Whole hams, $99, half a ham, $59.99. Whole turkeys, $49.99. If interested to make an order, call Van's Barbecue at 912-427-3358. Ask for Sarah Van or James Van. Once again, hams and turkeys for the upcoming Thanksgiving holiday. Again, the number 427-3358. Again, whole hams $99, half a ham $59.99, whole turkeys $49.99.
Okay, so we got Chris Carr calling in right now, and then we got Jackie Hoyte coming on in just a moment. We'll take a quick break and be back with Chris Carr.
When further treatment is no longer an option, hospice can provide services to manage symptoms and difficulties caused by illness. Emotional, psychosocial, and spiritual care, as well as support to the families and caregivers, are all part of hospice care. Hospice of South Georgia has been a part of the health community in Wayne and surrounding counties since 1998. The professional yet compassionate attention provided by our staff is unsurpassed. Widely supported by donations from the local population, Hospice of South Georgia is the local nonprofit hospice in Wayne County. Our administrative office is located at 1625 Sunset Boulevard, and Hospice of South Georgia accepts anyone who meets hospice criteria, regardless of their ability to pay. Please call 912-588-0080 to speak with someone about hospice care. That was 912-588-0080. We are your hometown hospice, and we are here to serve you. Hospice of South Georgia, working to add life to your days.
Bob, take it away.
Okay, it's time now for the World Famous Butch and Bob Show. On the phone with us is Georgia Attorney General Chris Carr. Carr, appreciate you calling in. Again, we saw you down at George, Florida. Saw you here recently in Wayne County. The campaign's less than 6 days away, so tell us how your campaign's going, and I'm sure you're going to be glad when it's all over.
Well, Bob, it's great to be on. It was great to see you at Georgia, Florida. Good win for the Dogs. We need another one this week. Things are going well in the campaign. It sounds like things are going well for the Wayne County Yellow Jacket football program, too. Am I remembering right? Did y'all go 0-9 last year? Now you're 8-2 and headed to the playoffs?
Yeah, that is exactly what took place. And
I love excited about it.
That's great. I want to talk about this.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We got you on the phone. We got another guest to say. I want to get to as many things as I can possibly. I want to first of all get to this ruling that the judge threw out the lawsuit of the 2018 Georgia's governor election. Again, Stacey Abrams made a big deal of it. Said there was people that weren't allowed to vote, but the judge ruled that they threw that out. And as you mentioned, that ruling confirms what he said, what you've said all along. There was not one single eligible Georgia in 2018 who was prohibited from voting. So explain that and talk about that a little bit.
No, Bob, that's exactly right. And this is an important issue. Stacey Abrams is who she is as a public figure and as a political figure because she said the 2018 election was stolen from her due to voter suppression. A federal judge, a very, very good, well-respected federal judge, who, by the way, happened to be appointed by President Obama, threw out the remainder of her claims saying it just didn't happen. This is a big deal because not only did Stacey say that in her election, and as we've said, there was not one eligible voter in 2018 that was prohibited from voting, but now we have the Biden Justice Department suing us based on our SB 202, our election integrity bill that's passed, made us the top state as far as election integrity goes. They sued us based on the statements that Stacey made that a federal judge just threw out. And let's not forget, Major League Baseball took away the All-Star game based on these same claims. So this is a huge issue. This is an important issue, and it goes exactly to the heart of who Stacey Abrams is as an elected official and a public official. And I think it's critically important for people to remember this.
And you just joining us, Attorney General Chris Carr on the phone. You know, the governor was in town last week. And during his speech, the one thing that struck me, he talked about how much money is coming out of state for her campaign. And you mentioned this, they have this organization called Fair Fight. They donate all kinds of money to her. Explain where all this money is coming from.
Yeah, 90% of Stacey Abrams' money is coming from out of state, from California, New York, and elsewhere. Again, based on these claims that we now, again, have proven are not true. You know, she's been on The View. She's been on Billions. She was the president of Earth on Star Trek. All of this has come about as a result of that. And you know what, Bob? It's really shown to me is that right now, particularly Georgia Democrats, they're all about celebrity and symbolism. And what Georgia Republicans are about substance and results. And if you look at what Governor Kemp has done, by the way, I think we have the best governor in America. You look at what he has done over the last 2 years. You look at where we are from an economic development standpoint, you know, top state in the nation again, 9 years running. You look at, we have focused on protecting the people of our state, no matter where you live, whether you're in Southwest Georgia, Southwest Atlanta, Buckhead, Blairsville, or Jessup. We focused on our gang unit, our human trafficking unit. If you look at the results, it isn't even close. What we have done in this state is truly, I think, something we should be proud of. We tried to keep people healthy during the pandemic. We tried to keep the economy open. We opened early and we got criticized. But when you've got money coming from out of state, the amount of money she's got is unbelievable. But the good news, Bob, is that they can't vote. The folks in California and New York, sure, they can contribute money, but they cannot vote. And when you start looking at the early voting numbers now, it really is looking good, like we're trending in the right direction. But as the governor says, you know, we can't be fooled. We can't be lulled to sleep. We all got to get out and vote. We got 6 days till Election Day.
And early voting is winding down. This is the last week of early voting. Tuesday's the election, with
right.
Polls open at 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. So what's your message to the Georgia voters? Again, I know all these races are very important, but again, I know you're supporting the Republican ticket. So when people go to vote, why should they vote for Chris Carr? Why should they vote for Governor Kemp? Why should they vote for Herschel Walker?
Yeah, absolutely. When you start looking, again, what I just said about the governor, we got the best governor in America. Look at what he did. What I've tried to do, Bob, over the last 6 years is protect lives, livelihoods, and liberty. Look at what we've done on human trafficking, rescuing and assisting over 107 victims. We've just, in a month, with our gang unit just stood up in July, but in just less than a month, we've had 10 indictments of 29 alleged gang members in Athens, Clark County, Cobb, Muskogee, Doherty, all over the state. Because, as I said, it's the paramount duty of government to protect person and property all over the state of Georgia. we're doing that right now. We fought to keep the economy open. We fought to keep our schools open. And again, the rule of law has to matter. So our ticket, I'm proud of our ticket. Again, as the governor says, we're fighting for the soul of our state. But it's when people go, and as you said, early voting ends Friday, Election Day is Tuesday. Please go out and vote. Vote for Herschel Walker. Vote for Governor Brian Kemp. But keep voting all the way down. Keep going all the way down ticket. Keep voting for everybody that's on the ballot. And I would ask your listeners for their vote to give me another 4 years to serve the people of Georgia.
Well, Chris, it's always good to talk to you. Again, we appreciate you calling in here on the World Famous Butch and Bob Show as this election cycle winds down. Again, it'll all be over. Most of it will be over by Tuesday. They say some might go to runoffs, but hopefully, again, everybody will take the advice and get out and vote. The turnout's been excellent. It's amazing, the record turnout in the state of Georgia. They're reporting we've got a good turnout here in Wayne County, so people are definitely taking it seriously and getting to the polls. So, again, we appreciate you being here on the show. Always good to see you. Appreciate you coming to Jessup. And where will you be there from here to the end of the election cycle? You got a lot of trips planned around the state?
Yeah, so we're out on tour. Actually, today's Governor Kemp's birthday, so we're going to be with him out in West Georgia. We're out to Bremen and Rockmart, Cartersville, and Dallas, Georgia today. We're going to be with them on the bus. We're going to be in Athens. We need a big win on Saturday and then a big win on Tuesday. But we're going to be around the state continuing with the message of getting out the vote. And, again, record turnout in this state. That shows really what we've done from an election standpoint has really made it more secure, more accessible, more transparent, and I encourage people to get out and vote.
Okay, Chris, thanks so much, and good luck on Tuesday.
Bob, great to be with you. Thanks to you and Butch.
Okay, though. Again,
take care, Chris.
Those are the comments of Attorney General Chris Carr, again, the incumbent in the state of Georgia, the Attorney General on the ballot on Tuesday in early voting. We'll come back with a local candidate, Jackie Hoyte, in studio. We'll be back after that.
South Georgia weather.
Here's your WIFO forecast. Patchy fog in the morning, sunshine on tap for the day, light northeast breeze, high of 80. Mostly clear, more patchy fog after midnight tonight, mid-60s. Tomorrow, sunshine, upper 70s, low 50s tomorrow night. Friday, sunshine, upper 70s. Saturday, partly sunny, low 80s. Sunday, partly sunny, high, low 80s. Georgia Chief Meteorologist John Weatherby in the Georgia 811 Weather Center. Contact 811 before you dig.
Hospitals, places where healing happens. They foster health and represent hope. From providing treatment and comfort to the sick, to welcoming new life into the world, hospitals are mainstays in healthy, optimistic communities. Being technologically savvy and having equipment rivaling that of large hospitals, Wayne Memorial offers cutting-edge procedures with world-class personalized care. Such care is provided by a team consisting of specialists, driving in from larger hospital systems, as well as our local physicians we've come to know so well. Healthcare delivered locally saves a patient time, money, and the hassle of traveling out of town. We are here 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a choice in your healthcare, and we thank you for choosing us every day. Wayne Memorial Hospital, caring for the community.
105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. We continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob Show. And we've got a local candidate for County Commission for District 5. We got Jackie Hoyte in this morning. Good morning, Jackie.
Good morning, Butch and Bob. Good morning, Wayne County, and definitely good morning to the residents of District 5.
And a lot of folks may not know who Jackie Hoyte is. The other day when you came in and you're talking with us and so forth, you've been very involved in the community. You've gone through leadership, Wayne. Just give folks a kind of a biographical synopsis of yourself.
Absolutely. I'm Jackie Hoyte. I'm the I'm the youngest child of 6 children of my mom and dad. Of course, I'm a local resident here in District 5. I'm a local business owner and also a property developer. And it's just so good to be here. It's a great place to live, work, and do business.
Now, were you involved in law enforcement before?
I am. I'm also a retired police sergeant.
Okay, and tell us about what year did you go through leadership, Wayne?
I just was a graduate, 2022 graduate.
Man, you just wrapped it up,
I just wrapped things up, Butch.
Okay, and so you're a local business owner, you're involved in the community, you went through leadership, Wayne, you've been in law enforcement, and now you decided to throw your hat into the ring as a write-in candidate in District 5. Why?
Well, Butch, I've always been a community servant. As you know, I spent over 20 years in law enforcement. So I spent a lot of my time in the community, building relationships and bridges with, of course, law enforcement and our local government. So, those are some of the reasons why I decided to throw my hat in. I wanted to continue those works, continue to be a voice in the community and for the community.
Okay. And a lot of folks want to know, why did you wait to do as a write-in candidate? Why didn't you run earlier to get on the, let's say, the Democratic ballot?
Well,
as it voted instead of just a write-in.
Well, as you know, I'm an independent write-in
independent. Okay.
candidate. And I had with long discussions with my family and, of course, with my campaign committee, we just felt it was the best time to get in when I did get in, which was on time. So it wasn't late. I met the guidelines and the deadlines. And so it was on time. It was timely.
All right. So it's a write-in candidate. That's always an uphill battle, but it has been done before. And so why should people vote for Jackie Hoyte?
I think people should vote for me because I am a community organizer. I am a person that will unite the community with local officials. I'm a sound voice. I make sound decisions. And I just think that with my police background, certainly I spent time in the communities. I unite the communities again. And I think that's why, because I am a forward thinker, of course, and I am a fresh new perspective with new ideas. And then after speaking with the community, they said that's exactly what they needed. Someone to come in with a new perspective, with a fresh goals and fresh ideas for Wayne County.
Okay. And Bob, you got questions or comments for Jackie?
Well, it was late. You have to qualify a certain time to get on the ballot.
I qualified because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to be a write-in candidate. So I met the guidelines. I met the deadlines.
Why aren't you on the ballot then? If you made it on time, I don't understand. It's hard. It's going to be hard. People have to go in. Your opponent's name's on the ballot. Your name's not on the ballot.
Well, it's my understanding that this has been done. This is nothing new. It's been done about 4 years ago, is my understanding, that people write in. I had to consult with my family, make sure that was the right decision for me and my family. And at that time, this was the best time, and it was on time. I met all the qualifications, and I met the deadlines.
So you're not currently endorsed by any party. You're running as an independent. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
What do you see as the issues in the race?
Well, the issues, you mean particularly in the race?
Yeah, in the race itself.
Why do you want to be a county commissioner? What are the issues? If you get elected?
Well, some of the issues, as I canvassed and went through the communities, and a lot of the residents in District 5 said they had concerns. They're concerned about crime. They're concerned about taxes, of course. And, most recently, they were concerned about our upcoming and problematic issue with homelessness and encampments that's popping up everywhere in our district. So those are some of the issues and concerns that after walking, I felt that I knocked on every resident door in District 5. I went from the northern side of the district into the southern side of the district. I did, I walked in communities. I walked in the Whisper Pines community, so I did a lot of walking. I did a lot of talking to the residents, and I heard what's on their hearts and their minds. So those are some of the issues that, if elected, I plan to be that voice and bring those issues to the forefront.
Or either you or your opponent gets elected into the District 5, it's going to be a new person in there, because neither one of y'all have served on the county commission before. And so it's going to be interesting to see, how things go with the county commission beginning in January with so many new faces on there. One of the questions that we ask folks when they come in is when they vote, why should they vote for Jackie Hoyte?
Well, as I stated, Bob, they should vote for me because I am a community organizer. I have tons of experience in law enforcement. I have tons of experience. I have an undergraduate degree in business management, so that will help with business development for Wayne County. And I also have, my graduate degree in in law enforcement and also in criminal justice system. So, you know, I would be the best choice for them. I will be a voice again in the community because I am a community organizer. I again build bridges and relationships, and I'll get the job done. I'll definitely be an advocate for the community.
Now, if you do get elected, you're a county commissioner. Have you been to county commission meetings over the past time period or anything?
Oh, yes, yes. I attend them regularly on a monthly basis.
Okay. I didn't know. We always ask folks when they're running, you know, for a position, whether it's a city or county or school board. Have you been to these meetings? Do you know the subjects? Do you know the issues? Do you know the procedures?
Yes, sir. Yes.
And most of the ones who do get elected have been going to these meetings for a while because they understand the issues.
Yes, I have been going for a while, of course, and not only the county commissioner, but I also go to the city commissioners meetings as well, because I do believe that we all have to work together for the betterment of Wayne County, Wayne County's employees, and also, of course, Wayne County residents.
Okay.
I don't have face crack, but people send me this stuff.
That's Facebook.
Yeah. I call it face crack.
Neither one, Bob, neither one of us have it. So.
But I saw where somebody questioned you living in the district and you're suing that person now. How's that lawsuit coming?
I'm suing a person?
That's what
no, I'm not suing anybody over anything. You know, that situation, that case is in court and is in litigation. But what I would say is that, you know, a certain person comes on, you know, is coming on my property, and I'm, you know, I got to protect my family and myself. So that situation is being litigated in court.
So is your permanent residence in District 5?
Oh, I live.
You live in District 5?
I
Not just on property.
No.
Live
I live there. That is my residence. Someone's trying to run me out of there, but that's not going to happen.
Okay.
I live in District 5.
Okay, so what's it in court for then?
Well, like I said, people are coming onto, certain persons are coming onto my property and trespassing, and you know, and I'm seeking to get protection, a restraining order to keep people off my property, you know, and keep my family safe, and of course keep me safe.
Right. They got a work session today about the budget. How familiar are you with the county budget?
Well, of course, I don't have the liberty in the access to sit at the table to discuss county budgets, but you know, I do hear them discussing the budgets. I'm not very close to it because I don't have the privilege to sit at the county, so I don't feel that I can comment on the county budgets at this time.
I'm curious that, you know, I mentioned last time, for the first time for a long time, I've seen local candidates endorsing other candidates. I saw where you and Mr. Thomas are pretty close. Is he endorsing your candidacy?
No, he's not. Like I said, I'm an independent candidate running for candidacy here. No, there's nobody endorsing me. I'm friends with many people in the community. You'll see me with lots of people in the community because that's what I do. I unify people. I talk to the community, but nobody's endorsing me.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay. Anything else that you would like to add this morning, Jackie, while you have the time here on the Butch and Bob Show?
Well, I just want to say I appreciate you inviting me here, and I look forward to coming again. And I just want to do a direct appeal to the residents of District 5. As you know, early voting will end on this Friday, November 4th, and with Election Day being on November 8th. I just want to remind you that I'm a write-in candidate. When you get to the polls, don't forget to write in that name, Jackie Hoyte, for your county commissioner. I will count it an honor and a privilege to be able to serve you up in this upcoming term.
All right, Jackie. Well, go ahead, Bob.
Well, no, I'm just, you know, people have to write it in. I'm just curious, how does that work? I mean, does it have to be exactly your name, or like if it's close, do they kind of?
Well, there's variations. Some people go by my name, Jacqueline Hoyte, or Jackie
You might
Hoyte.
want to tell people how to spell it, so they might.
So yeah, absolutely. Especially my last name. If you can get my last name right, then it will count because there's any variation of that. But my last name is spelled Hoyte, Jackie Hoyte.
Okay. Well, Jackie, thanks for coming in. We appreciate it.
It was a pleasure to be here.
And good luck.
Thank you.
All right. 105.5 FM in Jessup. More of the world-famous Butch and Bob Show in a moment.
Hello, this is Pastor Brad, First Baptist Little Wissy. we'll take a moment to invite you and your family to our first annual Big Dough Contest on November 12th at First Baptist. We're going to have a prize of $300 gift card for each division. There'll be a winner for Big Dough in men's division, women's division, and children's division as well. To go along with our event, there are also going to be several nice door prizes. We're going to be giving away a Remington Model 700, a Winchester rifle, a Savage rifle, and other prizes as well. To weigh your dough in, it needs to be from 8:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., and we'll have a meal following at 6:45. Tickets are $15 for the meal, and the drawings to weigh your big dough in is $20 to enter the contest, plus you get the meal and enter to draw the prizes as well. To purchase your tickets, you can go to our Facebook page and click the link and order your tickets online, or for more information, just go to our Facebook page as well. We look forward for you and your family to come out and have a great time with us. And as we say here at First Baptist, welcome home.
105.5 FM in Jessup, Big Dog Country Radio, WIFO. We continue on with the world-famous Butch and Bob show. And, Bob, those Phillies, just like we're going against the Braves, they're on fire.
He hit about 4 home runs last night. Bryce Harper's having a heck of a series, so he hit another home run. So I'm pulling for the Phillies. I always pull for the National League.
Yeah, I pull for the National League.
So I'm hoping the Phillies win, but it's still hard to believe the Braves, Dodgers, Mets, Yankees, all those teams.
I know, those three teams not in there after having 100 and some victories each one. But the Phillies are on hot. Houston, people were talking, a couple of months ago about watch out for Houston because they've got the talent to go all the way. And, apparently they do. I mean, they're down 2-1 right now. You never can tell what's going to happen tonight in the World Series.
Yeah, don't count them out. They got home field advantage still, so they're just trying to get it back to Houston. So, but I'm pulling for the Phillies. Again, I want to mention this again. One of our sponsors, appreciate Vans Barbecue being a sponsor of the Butch and Bob Show. They're selling hams and turkeys for Thanksgiving. Whole hams $99, half a ham $59.99. Whole turkeys $49.99. If you're interested or want to make an order, call Vans Barbecue at 912-427-3358. Ask for Sarah Van, the manager, or James Van. Once again, hams and turkeys for the upcoming holiday Thanksgiving, 427-3358 to place an order. So, again, I'm sure they're delicious.
I'm sure they are.
A lot of people looking for hams and turkeys for Thanksgiving. So,
well, that's the way to do it, man. Get somebody to cook it all up for you.
Right. Can't beat it.
And get it and just chow down on it and have to do all the work, right?
Yeah, I thought the Georgia Bulldogs were in trouble when Nolan Smith went out of that Georgia Florida game, but it is confirmed a torn pectoral muscle, so he's out for the season. One of the best defensive players on the team. So that's a big loss for Georgia, especially heading into this big game against the Tennessee Volunteers. So hate to see that, but Nolan Smith, a projected top 10 pick in the NFL draft, the senior.
Yeah.
So
you hate to see that, but that happens. That happens every
That's part
team.
of injury. And good news, again, Coach Parker is apparently alive.
Coach Parker, the head football coach for Burke County, who had the heart attack.
Collapsed on the field Monday night. And again, they mentioned it last night at the city meeting. Just hats off to the police, the EMTs, the fire, everybody that was involved in that. Don't want to leave anybody out, but I mean, it was just a great effort. The response was tremendous. Thank goodness for the heliport, and the timing was perfect too, because they said if it would have later, the fog would have been where the heliport couldn't even get out. So it all just seemed to fall in line to be able to aid and assist him and get him to the hospital where he was able to be treated. But he's in stable condition. Seems to be in good spirits. So just glad it all worked out. But that was a scary sight Monday night at JC Stadium. So.
I could tell it from y'all's voices when I was here at the station running the board during the game. I could just tell from y'all's voices that it was a very serious situation.
It was just, it was scary. I mean, I said, I've seen players get injured and taken to the hospital. I've never seen a coach collapse on the sideline like that. So,
if you're going to have a medical emergency, that's a place to have it, because you got the EMTs there, you've got doctors around. You had 3 or 4 doctors there, EMTs, emergency personnel, plus all the equipment that you need to help a person in an emergency situation like that. And so all those factors came together to help them.
It was just a great coordinated effort, because
like situation.
Said, they were making people asked why was the ambulance on the field for as long as it was, because they were making sure they had a flight pattern. They were checking with hospitals where they were going to fly him.
Right.
So they were trying to get everything organized. So they didn't really take him until they got the flight plan, but they took him straight to the heliport and flew him out. So again, just glad he's doing better.
He's in Savannah.
Yeah, in Savannah. I think it's St. Joseph's Hospital. Not
St.
sure.
Joseph's is the heart hospital over there. So
I think that's where he's at.
Yeah,
but
you'd
like
go
I said,
there.
they say he's in stable condition. Say he's alert and doing well. Talking to his family. So just wishing the best.
Okay. Wayne County now will be in action on Friday week on the 11th here at home, hosting one of those teams up there from that region up there in the northwest part of the state. And Friday night we'll find out.
They've got a dogfight. They got 4 teams with the identical records, 4-2 in that region. So it's all going to be decided this Friday night. Again, if you follow it closely Friday night, this is the scenario for Wayne County in that region. If the Troop is the best team in that region, they're ranked like number 3 in the state. But if Troop were to lose, if LaGrange would beat Troop, which is very doubtful, then we would play Trinity Christian. If Troop wins, which is most likely, we'll get the winner of the Stars Mill Whitewater game. So that's the game you probably want to watch for the score. Stars Mill Whitewater. Okay. The winner of that game most likely headed to play us on a week from Friday. So LaGrange, Stars Mill, Whitewater, Trinity Christian, all at 4-2 in that region. So you got 4 teams fighting for 3 spots. So Troop's already guaranteed the number 1 spot from that region. And again, they play Friday. And again, they play LaGrange. So if Troop beats LaGrange, again, we get the winner of the Stars Mill Whitewater game a week from Friday. So brackets will be out over the weekend. We'll have the full bracket for you Monday. Get all the details. Looking forward to it. Again, just encourage you that as soon as tickets go on sale, we'll pass that information along. But I think with it being a statewide event, it's probably going to be gofan.com. Is about the only way you're going to be able to purchase a ticket.
That's what the AD was saying the other day. It's going to be state playoffs. GoFan gives the Georgia High School Association a lot of money in sponsorship, and so that would be the only way that you'll be able to get tickets to get into these state events. Just like over at the softball tournament in Columbus, you've got to have a several $100 device, and you got to have a credit card, debit card to be able to get into a high school sporting event. You can't use just good old cash. And money talks, so everybody's using GoFan. I just think that going to a high school event, you should be able to buy tickets somewhere, whether it's beforehand somewhere in a designated area, whether it's at the stadium, whatever the case may be, because every one of those tickets, every single ticket sold, $1 of that goes to GoFan. So if there's 3,000 people at JC Stadium on Friday night week, $3,000 goes to GoFan, and that for every single person sitting in every single playoff game, at every single football game, from A all the way up to 6A, every single one of those, $1 goes to GoFan. And of course, they make it very, very well worth to the Georgia High School Association for them to be used exclusively.
So much for a souvenir ticket.
Yeah, and
don't have those anymore. So
no, you don't have those anymore. But money talks, and when that happens, people do things for money. So
another tradition gone.
Yeah, I know.
Sad.
You have any more traditional tickets anymore? And so, but the main thing is just for the folks out there. I mean, think about it. To get into the thing, you got to have a several $100 device. And you got to have a credit card and debit card. And they're assuming that everybody's got that, and excluding the people who don't have that.
Can a friend put on their phone and you walk in with them like I do, because I can't. I'm impressed that I do have my Georgia ticket for the Tennessee game on phone.
Somebody forwarded that to you. Yeah. I could do that with the Jaguar tickets. You can forward that to you. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah. So
go Dogs.
Yep, go Dogs. I mean,
scared to death.
And the poll just came out yesterday on from the committee, the selection committee, and they got Tennessee on top and Ohio State 2 and us 3, Georgia 3.
And Clemson slipped in at 4. I'm surprised they're in at number 4. Alabama hanging around at number 6.
How did they get in there with their strength of schedule? I mean, if you go in with strength of schedule, I can't. It's hard to believe they're ahead of TCU or Alabama or something.
TCU's the one I couldn't believe. I thought for sure they'd be in the top 4. I said that's why the games are being played. There's Ohio State, Michigan got to play. We got to play Tennessee. There's still a lot of games still to be played. So
shaking out before the end.
It's just interesting to see where they got everybody lined up. But watching Tennessee, I can see why they got them number 1. That's a
Well, they've got to play the current national champs.
Yeah, we got to slow them down.
Okay.
We got to slow those receivers down.
We're the one with the pedigree, Bob.
We got to get to that quarterback. Without Nolan Smith, it could be tough. That's a big loss.
One person on a team of,
That's a
80.
That's a big loss there.
Yeah,
I
it
promise
is.
Your leading tackler, you lose him.
Yeah.
Puts the pressure on.
Next man up. Next man up. Yep, next man up.
Let's hope.
Okay.
Scares me to death.
All right, well, we're out of time.
Have a good day.
Have a good day. All right, the world-famous Butch and Bob Show right here on WIFO, brought to you by First Southern Bank, Van's Barbecue, Murphy Builder Supply, and O'Quinn & Associates.